Everybody will go today for practice as far as the injuries go. Look forward to the challenge of playing the Panthers. They're playing real good football right now and well coached, and they've got good players. So they're playing, like I said, they're coming off 2 good wins there. So anyways, with that, time's yours.
When it comes to Isaiah, how much do you foresee him playing on Sunday if he is?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see on both those two, Charles and him, kind of go through the practice, see where we're at and this week, and we'll go from there. But just have to see, day by day type thing.
Do you sense it's easier to reach the guys about the details of urgency after a loss than it might be after you keep finding ways to win? And can you, just in terms of how you can get that across to them?
Yeah, I think the guys have been receptive all the way through. So I wouldn't say that. We got a couple things we got obviously have to fix. So we'll keep working on those.
And at some point, Pacheco will be back, and I'm just wondering what the potential for Kareem and Isaiah in the same backfield would be, or just how you could employ both of them.
Yeah, we'll find a way. Both of them are good players, so we'll find a way to get both of them in if and when that takes place. So, but that's a good problem to have.
How's Isaiah been through? He seems like one of those guys who wants to just get back and go. You guys had to kind of keep him back a little bit for his own good, maybe. And how excited would he be if he got
I mean, listen, he's a spark plug now emotionally. He's something that way, and he's worked his tail off to get to the point that he's at now. And so we've got to keep an eye on him that way. He would have played 3 weeks ago, if he had his choice. But that's sometimes how it goes. I appreciate that, though, that mentality. That's what's helped him, like I said, get to this point.
I don't imagine either of those 2 guys did much in practice last week, but how did they look to you? What they did?
Yeah, both of them took all the scout team reps, so they did a nice job, and I thought I got some productive work.
Do you think stand out to you defensively about the Panthers as you guys get ready for them? I know they struggled winning some games this year, but they must have some good things about them too.
Yeah, so offensively, they obviously have a good running back and a good quarterback. He's playing good football right now. Wide receiver, 17 is a heck of a player, and they've got a very good offensive line. So they're moving the football the last couple games, and then very well, and then. Defensively, it starts with their front. They've got a good defensive front. Their linebackers fly around. We know one of them from Denver, Jewel. So he knows that defense, and he's the one that's kind of heading things up there from that standpoint. And then their secondary, they got 2 good corners and 2 good safeties. They just got 20 back, so they have a lot of trust in him, and he's a good football player.
Andy, I know we've asked you before about the deep passes to Worthy. I just wonder from your standpoint, before the ball is ever released on those plays, is there anything you're noticing about Patrick's footwork or some of the offensive line, the way the pocket is, that is maybe somewhat inconsistent that can lead to those
listen, yeah, there are things, little things here and there. It could be him. It could be not being able to see it, just where the way the defense is playing it, whether it's possible pressure, situation there. So it's been a variety of things, but it will happen. It'll click here. And he sure had a nice game, though. He was positive in that last game.
Andy, you mentioned some of the younger guys was a learning experience for them on Sunday, and then obviously on Monday you reiterated that. But after you reviewed film with those young guys, what are the lessons learned, and how much are they willing to get back into it and learn some lessons from the tape?
Yeah, the guys, listen, our attitude is great. Those guys have been, they want to get better. They want to learn. It's always been that way, so since they've been here. And that game, good football team, gives you that experience. So you take and you learn from it and you move on. I mean, I'm not going to go, I can't go through everything there, but as far as that, but they're receptive to it, and the best part is they'll go try it. So that's that's the important part.
Wondering just the concept of, so the Bills play a little bit more man, have moderate success. Now, how much does that factor into game planning, just considering teams like to copy each other? Or is it more so you just focus on what the Panthers are doing and deal with it that way? Or is it kind of a combination of all those things?
Probably a combination, but we've we're trying to focus in on them. That's where it's happening, and they're improving as they go along. They're coming off a bye week, so they're going to be fresh and ready to go. And so we've tried to hone in. They've got good coordinators there, and so the schemes are sound, and you got to make sure you spend the time exhausting yourself on that, and then the techniques and fundamentals of their players. So you're right there.
Andy, where would you say Hollywood Brown is potentially his opportunity to return this year?
Making very good progress. I can't tell you a time when he'll be back, but he's another one that is excited to get back out here and get going. So I appreciate the way he's approached this whole thing.
Coach, I know like last week you coached against Sean. You've known him for a long, long time. New coach this week. It's his rookie year. Do you know anything about him? You've better been around him, or how do you kind of get a feel for what someone's program's all about?
Yeah, I don't really know him, but I know where he's come from. I've had a chance to meet him and talk to him, and that at the owner meetings. Sharp guy. I think he's doing a heck of a job down there. Looks like the guys believe in what he's saying, so they're playing hard.
Okay. Thanks, Coach.
Okay, good.